Welcome back, everybody. And I am posting this super late, more than normal. I am posting this late today because I have been going all over the state and another state today to kind of get things done. I am going to talk a little bit today. So last night, my daughter called, well, my son-in-law called me about 10 o'clock our time, and he was explaining that something happened to my daughter, and he was really worried about her. And basically, there was a person that they kind of knew that went off their medication and went after my daughter and my grandson. And it was stressing her. Of course, it stressed her out. But the man was arrested by the police. Anyway, bad mental health. He is a veteran. Not sure what kind. He is a veteran. That's all I really know. And after yesterday's episode, I was thinking to myself, this is kind of what I was talking about. Okay. Um, this man has mental health enough to where he's violent. This is like his fourth offense in like 6 months. So it's not something new. It's not something that just came out of the blue. This is something that's been an ongoing problem at least for the last half year. And nothing has really been done about it. He is in the VA system, but yet they've done nothing about it. Why have they done nothing about it? I don't know. I'm not the person who's in charge, but this I hear over and over again on the news, on social media. I hear about veterans who have poor mental health and they become violent. They become violent because they fall through the cracks, or they get the wrong medication, or they get pushed aside and no one cares. Uh, Instead of him getting treatment early, often, and always, it's probably been sporadic for the last who knows how many years. And that's concerning. So in Maine a couple of years ago, there was a veteran who killed some people because he had a mental break. And he had a mental break before this incident, months and months before. And the military and the VA just kind of pushed him down the road and basically said, we'll deal with it later, deal with it later. And they didn't take away his access to weapons. They didn't take away his access to anything. Instead, all they did was tell him to go see a therapist outside the VA and the Army. What help is that going to do? What is that going to do? There's not a lot of psychiatrists or therapists out there who know the difference between a normal civilian and someone who has been in the military. In the military, they don't care about your mental health that much. They say they do. But they also, you see people then try to get mental health treatment and basically either everything is taken away or they just don't care. It's one or the other. So you can either lose everything or they just don't even treat it. And so that kind of gives you that mental thing in your head, if you're a soldier, that the government doesn't care. And if they do care, that you lose everything. So why would you tell them? And this gentleman, a couple of years ago, that's what happened, is they basically pushed him aside, didn't care. I've also met many veterans like myself. I didn't want to get mental health treatment. Why? Because at the time I was in the service and I didn't want a negative mark on my record. I didn't want something negative happening to me because of it. So I just kind of said, I'll deal with it later. And you do that, and you do that over and over again, but you still have things like weapons, and they still bring you to places where they try to kill you, and they still teach you things on how to do damage to people on purpose. And they still encourage you to be a high energy, high volume, high destruction type of person. They teach you how to destroy things at a high level and not to have feelings about it. But if you're dealing with mental health and you're not getting the help you need, all of a sudden, you know how to hurt people quickly and easily with many different things, and you're mentally not stable. That doesn't work. And that's really frustrating for me and for other people that I know. I have known many veterans who have struggled with mental health, and some of them have struggled to the point where they have talked about building bunkers and getting ready for the world to come to an end, and keeping weapons that they don't need or don't really want, but they need, they think they have to have it so when the world comes to an end, or they talk about blowing things up literally. And I talk to them, I say, hey, are you getting treatment? Are you talking to anybody about it? No, 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 no. They're not going to help me. Why do they say that? They don't say that because they've gone for help and they didn't help them. Because they say that because the stigma is there that the VA and the military doesn't care. Now, I have had some good care. I've had some bad care. I've had everything in between. But when I first got home, when I first was asking for help, like I said in yesterday's video, I went to somebody more than once. I need help. I need help. I need help. I need help. No one wanted to help me. Then I went and talked to senators and House of Representative members, and magically, I got help. Uh, this veteran who probably went after my daughter last night probably is getting help, but not the kind of help they actually need. They're probably getting bare minimum, and they're getting bare minimum because unless you are the loud, squeaky, show up on 6 o'clock news wheel, or you're higher up in the system, or you have certain criteria, they don't care. If you're not 100%, or if you're not 100% disabled with the VA, or you don't have something to where it's imminent danger, you're kind of thrown to the wayside. Now, yesterday's video, some people reached out and said, well, it's not always that way. Here, you're right. It's probably isn't always that way with me. It should never be that way. It should never be that way that a small percentage of the population, we are trained to do ultimate destruction on purpose with many different items. And then we're told that we're mentally okay, even if we're not. It doesn't matter if we see a building blow up, if we see ourselves blow up, if we see our friends blow up, if we see people get hurt, if we see people blow themselves up, if we see cars flip over, trucks flip over, people on fire, it doesn't matter. We're okay. We're told that over and over again. But like with everything in life, there comes a time when you have to pay the piper. And while some people, and I know a few, can process it, no problems, they're good, they move forward, happy, happy, joy, joy, no worries. There's some people out there like that. But the vast majority that I know, not everyone, vast majority I know, they never deal with it all. I've never dealt with it all. I've been going to therapy. My wife is a therapist. I've been doing this. I still haven't dealt with it all. Why? I deal with it in small dosage. That way I don't overwhelm myself. Because a few times I've been to the brink where it's been, I have been in a hole mentally so bad, I didn't know if I wanted to be here. And what I've learned is that if I go too deep, too fast, I'm going to end back up in that hole, and I don't want to be there. I like being alive. Next Wednesday, when I have a therapist appointment, they always ask, hey, have you thought of killing yourself? And, I guess honestly, people will answer that, but sometimes people just won't. They won't honestly answer it. And I know veterans, a lot of them won't answer it at all, honestly, because again, there's a stigma attached to it. If you've been in mental health your whole life, if you've had mental health issues for decades, people I know and my wife know 20, 30 years, they'll answer anything. They don't care. But when it's new, when it's you were a big, strong soldier boy or girl, and then magically your brain just says, I'm done. You don't know how to react to that. You know that you've seen people in the past who react to it, and they ask for help, and they magically disappear. And that's frustrating. It's frustrating because it doesn't need to happen. The VA has a huge budget. Huge, like ginormous, okay? And they can't get enough people to work. Even when they don't have a hiring freeze, they can't get people to work for them. Now, if you work for the VA, they help you with student debt. They get rid of your student debt. If you work for the VA, it's a government job, so you know you're working, and you have lots of holidays. Still can't get people to work for them. Why do you think that is? It's not the pay. It's not the time off. I think it's the uh, lack of upper management seeing that lower management needs help. And it's very similar in the military. Like I talked the other day or the day before, how the upper management people, the higher NCOs and the officers, didn't see what all of us peons were doing. They just took credit for it. If you're going to get yourself a silver star, don't worry about it. Mariello did this for you, or Lynch did this for you. Don't worry about it. They'll take care of all that. You just take all the credit. Oh, you want a combat action badge? Don't worry. Those guys are driving the truck, but you're in the convoy somewhere. You didn't take a bullet, but you know what? You were close enough. Just sign that piece of paper. You're good. Don't worry about it. That's the stuff that happens in the military, and the VA is very similar. The problem I have is the VA is not run by veterans. A lot of the people who work for the VA aren't veterans. They're just people. You would think these people would see the mess that the system is, and they would be, let's fix it. And every president that I've ever known since Reagan has said they're going to fix the system. The system is still broken. Has it gotten better? Yes. It's still broken. I helped my wife's mother's almost husband do paperwork yesterday. He was at Camp Lejeune. Camp Lejeune poisoned the water. All these guys get sick. They didn't tell him all about it. This guy's had cancer twice, maybe 3 times. And the VA never told him that he qualified for benefits. They never helped him walk him through it. So what did we do yesterday? I sat on my computer and I walked him through how to get benefits. I walked him through how to get taken care of. And we did it. We signed him up. It shouldn't take me to sign up a guy who was at Camp Lejeune in the 70s. That's not how this should work. If you're at a job and you get hurt, workers' comp calls you up, you do the paperwork, you're done. They don't wait for you to file the paperwork. They do it with you or for you. Now, it isn't always perfect. The military doesn't do that. They give you, when you get out now, they give you either digital or personal physical packet, and they tell you to take care of it. Why? Who am I supposed to take care of it to? My closest VA is 101 miles away. I'm supposed to drive 101 miles and try to figure out where to drop it off? Now, I did that because I looked into it, but not everybody is me. And not every, some states like mine have one VA, maybe 2 with a clinic, and there's only one place to drop it off, and you could be hundreds of miles away from it. And that just seems, that's the wrong answer. There's got to be a different way of handling it. There's going to be a quicker way of handling it. If you are in the government system, like if I type in my access to the VA website, it tells me everything about me. The time I signed up, the time I got out, where I deployed, what happened, when it happened, and why it happened. All my medical stuff. But yet I still have to file a piece of paper, and then they ask for all those reports that they already have. Why? It's like the IRS. The IRS knows how much money you make, but we have to file our own taxes, and if we do it wrong, they penalize us. How is that okay? How is that fair? How is that right? It's not, but yet they do it. I'm stressing out because now in the last 24 hours, in the last 24 hours, I've helped one veteran. I've talked to another kid whose dad is a veteran and needs help. And then a veteran attacked my daughter. All in the last 24 hours. And I'm in a state of Maine where there's like 1 million people. There are states out there much bigger with many more veterans, and yet we're not getting the help we need, and we're just supposed to figure it out. We're not. Okay? Note to Trump, President Trump. Note to Senator Collins, Senator Cruz, Senator Sanders. I don't care who. Note to everybody. J.D. Vance, the vice president. I don't care. Elizabeth Warren, even though I'm not a big fan of yours. Note to all of you. Veterans are not figuring it out, and you need to fix it. I am tired of hearing the stories. I'm tired of watching the news. I'm tired of seeing people throw away their lives, or end other people's lives because we, as a society, suck at taking care of people. We suck at taking care of people that join to take care of us. I signed up to take care of our country. I signed up to help our country. I signed up to be there for my family. I signed up because it was the right thing to do for me. And yet I have to beg, steal, and plead to get the help I need. And I know what I'm doing. The gentleman I helped last night, no idea. The kid was one of my students. His dad's struggling with the VA. Shocking. He needs help. He doesn't know what to do. I'm going to help the kid because I said I would. And I would even if yesterday's podcast didn't exist. This guy should be able to go into any hospital, VA, clinic and say, hey, I'm a veteran. I'm struggling with this. Can somebody help me out? And it shouldn't be, well, let's lock you in a room for 3 days and figure out. No, it should be, okay, what do you got? Give us your information. Let's look up what's going on. They look you up. They figure out what's going on. Okay, what do you need help with? What are you struggling with? And then they walk you through it. That's it. If we just spent a day or two per veteran, I know that's way too many days for some of you. 3 hours, 4 hours with a veteran a day. So 2 veterans a day, 5 days a week. It sounds like that's a ton, right? That's 104 veterans a year per person. How many people work at the VA? A lot. Okay. Now, is it a perfect system? Is my thoughts perfect? No, I didn't say it was. I'm just saying I'm tired of sitting in someone's living room and showing them the online VA website and them not even knowing what it is, how to work it, what this word means, what this statement means, what it means when it comes to anything like that. I'm just a lowly citizen of America. I am no one special. I am no one perfect. I am just a guy trying to help people out. And right now, the system is broken. Physically, they're helping veterans more. Mentally, they're still not. There's not enough therapists. There's not enough psychiatrists. There's not enough people who will just sit there and talk to a veteran while drinking a coffee. If I had a drug addiction in the real world, I could find therapy anywhere. There's support groups, there's everything in between. But as a veteran, there's none. It's impossible to find them. And when you do, they're full. They don't have enough people to run more than one. That's wrong. We need to stop worrying about bombing Iran, helping Israel, fixing Ukraine, accepting jets from Qatar, fixing Saudi Arabia to get more oil, making England happy with us or Spain happy with us or Jimmy happy with us. Fix our people. Fix the veterans. Now, there are other people in this country that are struggling. Fix the veterans. And I bet once you learn how to fix them, we can go to the next step. Am I saying everybody needs universal health care to fix everything? No. But mental health is killing people. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of my children being put in harm's way because a veteran can't get the help they need. And they end up in prison in the psych ward because they can't get to the VA. I'm tired of veterans not knowing how to get help when they've had cancer that most likely the military caused. I can't stand that a student of mine is so worried about their parent. They're reaching out to me at 10:30 at night saying, my dad needs help. What do I do? That's just wrong. And I'm tired of it. So, subscribe, say that. But that's how I'm going to end this thing. I'm going to tag everybody. I'm going to tag the president who's never going to listen to it or watch it. I'm going to tag Susan Collins. I'm going to tag Senator Bernie Sanders, Angus King, who I'm not a big fan of either, but maybe he'll help. I'll tag everybody. that I can think of that will accept the tag, because I'm tired of our people, my people. Veterans are my people. I'm tired of them having to struggle, to beg, to almost kill people, or to kill themselves just to get a little help or acknowledgement that they exist. I'm tired of it. Let's take care of the people who signed the blank check to lay down their life for everyone else. That's all we need to do. Thank you all for watching. And I know today was a little more serious, one subject, but veterans, mental health, and safety, talking as one, this is a big deal to me, guys. And I can't take it anymore. We need to stop whatever this is, and we need to finally fix these problems. I don't want a news conference saying we're fixing it. I want it to be fixed. I don't want thoughts and prayers. I want it to be fixed. Okay? I don't want a debate on Capitol Hill. I want it to be fixed. Thank you all for watching. Till tomorrow.